This week on Neighbors Neighboring, unfortunately, my cat has asthma.
Who puts a bowling alley in their house?
Scots bring joy to a local Boston neighborhood during the World Cup.
And caviar. It's not just for the fancy. It's time for Neighbors Neighboring with Amber and Jen. Hey, neighbors.
Hey, neighbors.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Happy belated Father's Days. Not just one day. Sorry.
I think it's a singular day, but
Happy
we can celebrate
belated Father's Day to all the dads out there.
the daddy-os.
And the moms who are also dads. Let's be real about that.
Double
first.
parenting.
Double parenting for sure.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my California sweatshirt today.
Did you get this when you were just in California?
I did.
Ooh.
I'm not a big, vacation swag type
Like
of
a souvenir.
Souvenir, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not, I love swag. We know this.
I was going to say vacation swag is different.
Yeah. But we went into this shop at the end of the day in San Francisco, and I saw this pattern, and it just reminded me of the 80s. And I was like,
I like it.
feels like it was meant to be for me.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
And then I got Brian a Wheaties t-shirt.
Oh, I saw the Wheaties t-shirt.
Yeah, it was very, very nice.
Love it.
All right. Well, we got a lovely show for you guys today. But before we even get started, I'd like to put a call out to everyone to don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. We're on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Neighbors Neighboring, and you can catch full episodes on video on YouTube at the Neighbors Neighboring Pod, along with our shorts.
Yeah. Neighbors Neighboring Pod.
Pod.
Yeah.
I don't know why we have that in there, but I'm sure it's how I set it up because I wasn't thinking about continuity.
We get what we get. You know,
We
it's okay.
do.
It's okay.
I didn't even go over this with you beforehand, but
Okay.
I'd also like to call out
Yeah.
a couple things here. So we mentioned a couple weeks or maybe last week that we had some nice viral moments on social media, which we're pretty excited about. Still trying to crack the code. Don't understand how social media works still.
It's a challenge.
It's wild.
It's wild.
And Jen is on a massive amount of research, and I love it. I get all these updates from her. It was a really cool post about the 3 different hair colors, but all being Jen. So if you guys didn't see it, go back and look at that video too.
Yeah.
But apparently, YouTube hates Denver airport conspiracy.
It does. Did you see this?
There's only 11 views. Guys, we usually get in the thousands on all of our posts, but 11 views of this post.
Which for me validates the conspiracy.
Yes,
There
agree.
is something in the algorithm that's like, we don't want them to see. We don't want them to know. It's doing okay on Instagram and TikTok, but YouTube is covering it up. They're covering it up.
It is. I want to know so bad because I think it's fascinating.
I feel like I'll have to check Instagram later. It was trending up a little bit, a little later in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People were getting off of work. Catching
Truth.
up on I just spent a lot of time on social media today. Way too much time.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
I went down the rabbit hole of cat grooming the other day.
God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Murder myths.
Anytime there's anything cat related,
Yeah.
I'm pretty much committed.
There were happy cats. There were aggressive, fractious cats. And then I sent several of them to Jason. I was delighted.
Yeah. Speaking of cats, how's my boy doing?
Okay. So Poggy update.
This is real big news.
Poggy is an asthmatic cat. He has asthma.
He has asthma.
I see, when I think I'm overreacting, I'm not ever actually overreacting.
You have to trust your instincts.
But I used to think I was overreacting. I used to think everything was a big deal. I don't know. So you know that when we got him, he was fine for a little while.
Right.
And then he started making this coughing, retching, hacking
Noise and sounds.
he'd crouch down and be like.
And I would get videos of him coughing.
Of course.
It could because along with all of my other jobs, I am a vet tech.
Yes, you're a vet tech. You're a cat support.
Yes.
You're part of the cat support network. I think I also was sending the videos to Meg and trying to find out if she had any ideas. And then sort of the hypothesis that most people had was maybe he's trying to get up a hairball. Maybe he's stressed. It was happening while we were vacuuming was the first time it happened.
Yeah.
He'd never, when was the last time he ever saw a vacuum, you know? The vet convinces us to get the x-rays and do the blood work. And she's like, I do think it's I showed her a video. She's like, I think it's probably asthma. Yeah. They go into the back. He starts doing it at the vet's office. By
the way, thank you, Poggy, for doing that.
That never happens.
No, I mean, it's always whenever you go to the doctor or you take your animal to the vet, the symptom that they've been having,
they're fine,
just goes away immediately.
Fine.
Yes.
Yeah, that is always the case. So I'm like opening the door. I'm like, come back. He's doing the thing. And so he comes in. She's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's asthma. And Jason's like, well, why would we do blood work and x-rays if we're pretty sure it's asthma? So she's like, oh, we could baseline this and it'll just confirm. Yeah. And, it's possible he has like a granuloma or something. And then she like goes into extremes. Christ. And then she's like, I'll let you guys discuss it. They go out of the room. And then Jason's like, if this cat has a granuloma, we're not going through massive surgeries and craziness, right? And I was like, no, I agree. We will give the cat the best possible life and quality of life if there's something bigger that is a problem.
Yeah.
So we do decide to get it so we can at least have a baseline, confirm if there's inflammation, all of that. I'm like, that's fine. Like, we can do that. So Poggy goes back for his x-rays. He comes back and they're like, it's like inflamed as fuck, basically, like all this inflammation. And so they actually give us an antibiotic as well because
I don't understand that part of it. Like, if he has asthma, like what it's like, I understand a steroid, but I didn't know you needed an antibiotic for asthma.
I don't remember what she said, but
it's maybe not an antibiotic?
It is an antibiotic, but I don't remember why she said we need it. She said something about like how if he was weak, his immune system was weakened or something, and maybe we need it. So, so we've been giving him this antibiotic, which is an exciting experience every morning and evening. The current plan is he got a steroid shot. He's on the antibiotic. We're going to watch him. We got the spacer thing that goes over like a muzzle on his face.
So Jen texted me this the morning of the appointment. I am at my own appointment getting my own x-rays at that time, which we'll talk about in a minute. Yeah. And I'm like, how do you give a cat an inhaler?
So what I would like everyone to know is that this like never happens. I guess the cats having asthma is not super common.
I can't.
And a woman on my team at work has an asthmatic cat. So at least I have someone to counsel me on what to do. So, so we're going to see like how long it is until we notice it kind of coming back, if at all. And I'm sure it will. But the plan is to probably put him on this, steroid inhaler, I guess.
It'd be interesting though, like after the antibiotic, if by chance he just had some infection and this gets rid of it. I mean,
I love that you said that.
Crossing my fingers for you.
That never occurred to me. And praise the Lord, could that be true? That would be amazing.
I mean, Poggy, my boy, he runs like a champ. Boy he's not out of breath when he's running.
He's not out of breath when he's running. He's not out of breath when he's running. And he doesn't, I've never noticed him like struggling to breathe except for the hacky times where the hacking is happening. But I'm worried about you right now. I've never seen him do that. So the asthmatic fits will be monitored.
I need to come give him some love.
It wouldn't be. Jason and I have situations where we're like #classic shift minutes. Just like this is
it.
Par for the course for us.
I couldn't believe it. I texted Brian immediately. I was like, "You are not going to believe this."
And he said,
"That fucking cat has asthma."
And I think he also has like a arterial hernia, if I'm not mistaken. That was an incidental finding from the X-ray.
An arterial hernia?
I think they said
he has a hernia in his artery. What's coming through the vein?
I haven't seen anything. And it was basically described to me as probably an incidental finding. And I'm going to leave it at that.
We don't know where?
In the body.
I don't know. We need the pedagogy.
Yeah, people. Pedagogy.
Come, slide into the DMs. Tell us what the hell this is so we can.
I didn't Google it. I don't want more information. I don't want to know, honestly. Like,
I don't blame you.
I feel like if there was something I needed to do, they would probably tell me. So I'm just trying not to. She was like, we'll see how he does. And I think if he doesn't do better with this current course, then it's something to potentially look at more. But otherwise, an incidental finding.
Pogsters. Well, I was, as I mentioned, at the doctor at the same time. And if you guys recall, if you're a long-term listener, when Cassie was here, we were
Yeah.
talking about my shoulder issues and I wanted her to diagnose me.
Mhm.
Well, I did not follow up appropriately to get a proper diagnosis. And then things just progressively got worse. And I've been looking at my sleep patterns and I noticed that I'm waking up about every 20 minutes because I was in pain.
Okay.
Because I was like laying on his shoulder and I was in pain. And Brian's like, you have a torn rotator cuff. That's what this is. Because I also played darts with my friend and I couldn't throw the darts. I was like, oh my God, that hurts so much to throw the dart.
Ugh.
So I finally made an appointment after vacation and I went to go see my normal guy at South Hills Ortho who did my wrist. He didn't remember me. I'm surprised, but because
I mean, please.
I'm a pretty memorable person.
Amber from Neighbors Neighboring.
Right. I know it's been 18 years, but still.
Yeah.
Anyway, he does they manipulate the hell out of my arm to take this x-ray. I mean, so much pain. So much pain. And then he comes and does like a 2-minute exam. He's like, oh no, you don't have a torn rotator cuff. You have frozen shoulder. And I said, no.
I don't understand how frozen shoulder A happens and B, like
either.
What is it? What is frozen shoulder? Why is it frozen? How do you unfreeze it?
Yeah. I have some answers to those questions, but frozen shoulder is very common in women who are in perimenopause or menopause.
Great.
It is like one of the most common times to get frozen shoulder. And you can do it a couple of different ways. One is from overuse. So when you overuse and you like maybe injure your shoulder slightly, and then it hurts, so you stop moving it. So the capsule like freezes. So like all the we should really look it up and get a technical definition of it because I'm gonna misquote it in some capacity. So hold on. Okay, yeah. So adhesive capsulitis, where the connective tissue surrounding your shoulder joint thickens, stiffens, and becomes inflamed.
Ugh.
So it results in chronic pain, severe loss of mobility, making it difficult to perform basic tasks like putting your bra on, I would say. Oh my God. It was just like every time I was like, ugh. Anyway, so when I went, the cure for this is cortisone shot and physical therapy. So I got a cortisone shot at that moment.
Yeah.
I was like, dude,
do it
now. And he's so skilled, man, it barely hurt. Cortisone shot, and then literally that first night, I finally slept.
Oh, good.
And then I started PT on Monday. But I did talk to the physical therapist, and I was like, so what do you, like, what's going on here? I said, I thought I had a torn rotator cuff. He goes, you probably do have that as well because you are active. So you probably did do something like that, but it's not enough that it would need a repair. And because you did that, it created this frozen shoulder situation for you. He goes, you're so strong though. And I was like, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
I was so happy. He was really complimentary of my strength. He said, we just got to get your mobility back. So he even said, I don't even have to come. He goes, you can come once a week because I know you're going to do these exercises. And I am. I did my three times today, and I did my workout, which is why my hair looks like this, because I had the headphones on. Then I did the walking, and then I did the other things, and now it's just a wild mess.
A wild isn't bad, though.
I mean, I tried to do this.
I kind of love it.
I kind of do, too, but then it won't stay.
Oh.
Anyway, so that's just closing the loop from our April episode around my shoulder. Now I'm going to be, look at this, getting better already. Like, it hurts to do that. But I ain't no pussy.
You're going to stick with the plan.
I am.
You're going to make a comeback.
Yeah, I am.
It's never too late.
I am going to make a comeback.
So the cortisone shot helps to reduce the inflammation so
Yes.
that then you can fix the mobility issue and hopefully it'll all come around.
That's right, Jen.
My God.
I know. This is a hell of an episode so far.
Asthma, frozen shoulders.
Things in
Should we
life.
skip straight to silver linings?
Yeah,
at this
no,
point?
down. Let's start with let's do an early silver lining. No, we'll wrap it at the end.
But something positive was we recently had our second gala event of the season.
It was my third, but yes.
Oh, that's right, because I missed the purple
you
party.
missed one. We did. You know what I loved about this gala?
Tell me.
The dresses.
Oh, yeah.
The number of of people. I love Fancy Fest. Fancy Fest? Fancy Feast? Fancy Feast Fest? Not cat food.
I either want to be totally comfortable or like almost like compressed in a way where my body's contorted to put the outfit on. And I'm so fancy.
I never want that. But yes, I would like to look
look like that. Look like that. Yeah.
Yes. I agree.
I love it. And there was that woman who was wearing a dress that I thought was beautiful. And I was like, I'm going to go talk to a stranger. And I just went over and I was like, I thought I would come over here. I know I'm a stranger, but I just thought your dress is, I love the color. I love the shape. You look so lovely. And her name was Brandy. Shout out to Brandy. And she was like, well, we're not strangers anymore. I'm Brandy. And I was like, that's
so sweet.
Yeah.
So sweet.
Yeah.
But let's call out, I think there's 2 headlines of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Headline number 1. You guys heard it here. And I feel like perhaps more people are listening to our podcast than we realize, because how else would everybody know?
How would they? How would they know?
There were 3 of the Amazon dresses that we've referenced on this podcast, which now we will link again.
Yes. Gotta get our
3 of these
stats
Amazon
back.
dresses at this event.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh my gosh. Then fast forward, one of the lovely people sitting at our table, a friend of ours, Alyssa, who I call her a casual friend right now. We were pointing the dress out to her and she said, I have that dress.
Yes, she did.
And she pulled out a picture of her at a wedding with her boyfriend wearing this dress in this beautiful, like, burnt orange color.
Oh, is that the color she had?
I think that's what it was. The picture was just gorgeous.
I mean, I might buy it in every color. I might wear it all the time.
What's happening? I sent a message to Maria too.
Yes.
And she said, well, now we have to find a new dress. I was like, yes, we got to find another like trend dress.
Yeah.
So if you haven't got your Amazon dress, people get it.
So I ended up, shout out to Noelle. Thank you, Noelle. She let me borrow a dress because I rented 2 dresses, both of which could have worked in certain situations, but one was just too booby, too revealing, and I couldn't find a way to make it work. So I couldn't wear that one.
It wasn't really, though.
It was.
This is such a question because I feel like I go through this too. Where like, oh my gosh, I'm showing too much cleavage or too much breasts.
Well, when your breastises are out and about, you get unwanted attention. I would love someone like I did to Brandy. I would love someone to be like, you look beautiful, you're dressed. I don't want someone to be like staring at my side boob then complimenting me,
that's fair.
So, yeah. But the one is like a pink chiffon and it has like 2 actual like things that you like kind of have to pull up and tie around your neck.
Ooh.
So it was pretty and I think I look nice in it, but I was like, it's not appropriate. Like it was a little too much. And then the other one I did think about wearing, it was a very deep V, but it wasn't like, it didn't quite fit properly. And even though I think it was, if I had stayed in the same position all night, I think it would have been fine. But
who wants to do that?
I was worried about like, am I going to accidentally give a show? It wasn't as obviously problematic, but I could have seen it going awry.
Yeah.
And those were like more like fun pastel-y colors. And I ended up wearing black, but I think I worked it okay. I don't normally wear a lot of black.
I love it. I love that dress. It was very, very,
a
very pretty dress. I'd seen it before, so I knew it was hers because I follow her on the Instagram,
on the Instas.
And the
So it's getting dry cleaned as we speak, and I will return it to its rightful owner.
Very nice, very nice. It looked gorgeous on you. What else? Oh, second headline.
Yes,
for the.
Do the people know? We've never talked about this.
This is a hard one. Okay, all right. Look, we are very supportive of nonprofits.
We are.
And what I love at any point in time, honestly, is performance.
You do love a performance.
I love a performance. I love when I can see talented young people performing. Like it makes me so excited. It makes me think about what I wish I would have done when I was younger even. So Homeless Children's Education Fund, and they had these 3 wonderful people on the stage reading stories that one would assume was their own story.
Yes.
And I'm listening to this first girl tell a story, and I lean over to Brian and I said, that girl needs to be doing audiobooks. Just compelling just so articulate. And I just was dumbfounded by her.
She was really
her skill on
really
that
good.
microphone. Pass it over to person number 2. Just as fucking compelling. And then I start to remember. We've been at this situation before.
We have.
These aren't the impacted children.
They are not.
They are actors.
Rich kid actors.
Rich kid actors with their Apple Watches. And, well, I don't know if they had Apple Watches on, but let's just be real about this. So here, there's applause happening through these beautiful performances. Beautiful performances, by the way.
I think the clapping, though, was for the perseverance and resilience.
Yes, not the performance. No, this is absolutely true. And, like, I get it. I'm not sure that the people that these stories were about wanted to share their story in that fashion, which I can respect and understand. But let's acknowledge that they're actors, because then a whole group of them come on stage.
Yeah.
And I'm still not quite convinced that they're actors yet, because the first 3 are still up there. And then the girl starts singing. And I'm like, this is...
We've been fooled again.
We've been fooled
again. Because what happened the first time we went to this gala, so this year, all of the individuals who were performing were young adults.
Yes.
Let's say maybe between 16 and 20, do you think?
I think that's
15
I think
19,
that's
somewhere
great.
in that range.
Yeah.
None of them were little kids, though. None of them were really young.
No. But the first year.
Rewind, the first year. Keep in mind, I didn't know they were performers. No one did.
No one did.
They get up there, like a line of, it's like the Von Trapp family children. They're like small to large, tall, short to tall, I should say, not small to large. Short to tall, they get up there. And then they start singing a song about how they have all these dreams. I wish I knew like, we have all these dreams and one day they'll come true. If we only work hard enough, we can do it. We believe in ourselves. And they're being so animated and they sound amazing.
Amazing.
I start crying.
Crying. Crocodile tears.
So touched by these children. Resilience, perseverance, rising above their adversities, their challenge. They look so joyful.
They did.
So joyful.
And the one little girl and her shoulders are cha-cha-cha. Oh, my God.
One of the little ones. And I start thinking, maybe I was meant to adopt. Keep in mind, they're not orphans. They're just homeless in whatever sense. We're not even sure we should be using that word, but that's the word that is used by the organization.
Yes.
And then we look in the program later toward the evening and we find out that they're part of the such and such whatever children's musical theater or something. And I'm like, those little effers weren't even part of the...
Why can't we just acknowledge and thank them for their performances?
Yeah. Because you can even announce it. You can say, and I do understand that probably the impacted individuals, these young people, they might not feel comfortable to go on the stage. And I think everyone can understand and respect that.
Yeah.
And I think also no one would have any issue if it was, once again, we've been joined by supporters of the organization, the talented young people of whatever organization, to share some artistic interpretations of the challenges that are...
It'd be like people thinking that I was the actual character in the books that I read. Like that was my story and I'm describing an actual sexual scene with my partner. In the audiobook, you know what I mean?
Amber's sharing a lot.
Amber's sharing a lot of details. I didn't know she had milky thighs. Anyway, yes, I just want us to be transparent about that kind of stuff because I leaned over to Alyssa and I was like, they're actors. She goes, oh my God, thank you so much for telling me.
Everyone was clapping, not for the performance, but because they thought those stories were their stories, and they were clapping for them, for their lives,
for their lives,
which are not their lives.
No, but on a side note, I will say this: they, many of these individuals wrote poems and stories, and they ended up auctioning them off.
Yes,
I have an issue with auctioneers, by the way. But anyway, side note. And you bought one.
We did.
But then I went up to AJ, who is the CEO of HCEF. It's a lot of letters.
It's a long acronym.
That's a lot of letters. AJ, CEO, HCEF. And I said, can I get the kids in my podcast studio to record it as an audiobook? So we're going to have those actual kids in here that want to participate, and we're going to have them read their own stories. And then I said, hey, you guys can do with what you want. If you want to give it as a free download when you sell the books off or whatever. But
I think that's lovely.
Yeah.
And
let's give these
the real voices.
The real voices.
Should they so choose.
Should they so choose.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
It was a lovely event. It always is, and it always feels good to go to these things. But
don't bamboozle us.
Let's just disclose dramatic interpretation when it shows up in these environments.
Yeah. By the way, on social media the other day, I heard "popping off" by somebody else. So,
I love saying "popping off" in front of Brian all the time.
Yeah, we're gonna
now that I know he doesn't like it.
Yeah. That's actually going to be some merch. We're popping off.
Yes.
Yeah.
And sneak peek, we have we have liftoff of merch store planning. Liftoff. I'm just going to call it that.
Yeah.
When we reach a stage of any real value, I'll also report back.
Yeah, perfect. I love this.
It's happening.
I feel like we're ready to get into some stories. So, guys, we don't have neighborhood court this week, and I know we did a lot of catch up here, but we are back with stories from the hood.
Stories.
So if you remember, we've got kind of two different delineations of stories. Ones where we need to make judgments are going to be neighborhood court. Just fun stories to share with y'all's people are stories from the hood. So Jen and I each have a story, and we are excited to share. She doesn't know mine, and I kind of know hers, but not really. I am ready for your story, my love.
So as we all know, well, some of us have more knowledge than others. The World Cup is going on in the Boston area.
Mm-hmm. What is the World Cup, Jen?
It's where people who play soccer come together from around the world and compete at the highest level.
I love this. What I actually really love about this is the seriousness that you got when I asked you that question. Like you went straight to business marketing, Jen.
Yeah.
Like I am going to answer this question with confidence.
I feel good about my answer. I'm not sure I could field any additional questions.
Yeah, so there's some happening in Boston. There's kind of stuff happening all over the place, but yeah.
Oh, really? Not just Boston? See, I didn't know that. So this is happening all over the country?
That would be world. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, before I read my story, I was under the impression by my own uninformed mindset that all of the World Cup games were happening as a big tournament in Boston.
3 host countries.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Well, still good job, Boston.
Yeah, great job, Boston. Sorry.
So this does take place in Boston, as I thought that was the exclusive location of the World Cup festivities. And some people might have seen this, but I'm gonna talk on it. And I don't really feel like it. Yeah, it's just a story from the hood, but it's delightful. I feel like it's everything that we believe in. So the World Cup is in Boston, and apparently other places. And people from all over the world are renting Airbnbs in regular neighborhoods, not hotels, not fan villages, regular streets. Streets where people have trash day, school drop-off, porch packages, elderly dogs, and neighbors. Neighbors who notice everything. And in one Boston area neighborhood, a man named Mike Morrison looks across the street and realizes the Airbnb has become, well, a tribute to the nation of Scotland. His neighborly guests took cover in the dead of night, and by 6:30 a.m. in the morning, they were already way past a normal state of caffeinated merriment. Instead of respectfully Googling best breakfast near me, they are outside in kilts, displaying Scottish flags in the windows and playing the bagpipes.
6:30 in the morning.
That's right, at 6:30 a.m. And Mike, the neighbor across the street, does what any modern neighbor, when something completely unhinged happens outside their house, he films it. Like it's all over the internet.
Yes.
But here's where the story takes a beautiful turn, neighbors. He's not mad. He's not mad about it. He's not pacing around the living room saying, this is why I hate Airbnb. He basically looks at the situation and decides, you know what? This is delightful. and he posts the video and it goes viral. And that's where I saw this video on Instagram, I think. Maybe TikTok. I'm trying, friends. I'm trying on
I'm
TikTok.
proud of you about that, by the way.
I'm making some comments. I'm trying. So millions of people see these Scottish fans gallivanting with the full confidence of a royal procession. And Mike makes it very clear they are not a nuisance. The bagpiping only actually lasted about a full minute.
Oh, that's it?
Apparently.
Oh.
Apparently it didn't last very long. And he had already waved at them. He had already given them a double thumbs up from across the street. And that is such a neighbor move, right? Like the double thumbs up is the international symbol for I see what's happening. I don't fully understand it, but I'm choosing joy.
I support it.
Go for it. Go for it. And so the Scottish fans offer him a World Cup beer at 8 a.m. in the morning.
What day of the week was this?
I think it was a weekday, but I'm not 100% sure.
I think that's the only thing that would like drive me wild is if it was like a morning work day and you had to get up for an appointment or whatever. And
I mean, you know, it would drive me crazy no matter what. But I feel like the whole city of Boston, though, is just like rallying around this.
Well,
they have a good attitude. I mean, that's right. That's good for them to have a good attitude.
They're a sports town. Yeah. They're a sports town.
If a normal Airbnb guest offers you a beer at 8 a.m., that might be a red flag. But if a Scottish soccer fan in a kilt offers you a World Cup beer at 8 a.m. after playing bagpipes in your street, somehow it feels rude not to at least consider it. So Mike walks across the street. They meet. They take a selfie. And suddenly this is not strangers at the Airbnb. Now they have a relationship. And the Scots are saying, you made us famous. Mike is saying, you are famous. And the whole thing becomes a kind of joy and international camaraderie that we need more of in this world. So by that evening, Mike and a couple of guys from the neighborhood are going over to hang out. They have conversation. The Airbnb across the street has fully transformed into a pop-up Scottish social club.
Oh my gosh, that's my dream.
And instead of everyone being annoyed, the neighbors are all part of it. So the next morning, because apparently Mike is now the official American host dad of the Tartan Army, he grills sausages for them before the match. He says he can't send the lads off to the game on an empty stomach. And that's where the story just becomes perfect because it starts with, why are the bagpipes playing outside my house at dawn? And within 48 hours, this man is making sure these international soccer fans have breakfast before the big day.
They need it.
We just have a little bit more. And then another amazing bagpipe song wakes them up. Amazing Grace. And now they've just accepted the terms of this agreement, right? There will be morning merriment. And at that point, they're no longer in violation. It's kind of like a church bell. And the kindness keeps escalating. The whole thing online has resulted in Mike getting a ticket to the Scotland World Cup match.
This is where I wanted to hear this go.
Yes.
Because, I mean, think about this. This is how I envision it.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how old Mike is. Did you see what Mike looked like?
I don't know.
Is he in his 30s, 40s?
In my mind, he's a dad. So, but I don't know. I don't know.
I think he's single.
Okay.
I think he's single.
No.
Let's go with that, Kay.
Okay.
He's single and he's met these great Scots.
Yeah.
Right? Great Scot. Right?
Just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah.
So he's met these wonderful Scotsmen. And now he has this family he's going to go visit.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to go to Scotland.
Yeah.
One of these bagpipers has a sister. And she's works in the local pub. And they're going to have an 8 a.m. beer again because that's what you do, maybe. I don't know. I've never been there.
They've been doing it.
And now Mike's going to meet the bagpiper's sister, and now they're going to fall in love.
Do they have the World Cup every year?
Look, I know sports, soccer, American soccer, football for the rest of the world. I can't answer these questions. I really don't know. I think probably... honestly, I didn't even know that they were in multiple places. I was looking up these matches. We got several places in the United States, Mexico, like they're all over the world. So.
I think that if it happens every year, then after they've dated for what? If they're adults, at least a year, maybe two.
Yeah.
Then if the World Cup also has like an important halftime show, then like Bad Bunny could host a wedding for them.
Yes.
I like that.
I definitely am on board with this.
Mike, you heard it here first.
Give us a call.
You're going to fall in love. You're going to get married on television.
And if you already are married to your wife, we say, no offense.
This was just an idea.
It was an idea. And maybe you have a
vow renewal.
Maybe you have a daughter or a son.
Yeah.
And the bagpipers have a daughter or a son. and this is their story and not yours. Because I've gotten things wrong before.
I mean, infrequently, but
right. But
it was like when we thought Nurse Jamie was a woman, but it was a man. But we corrected that.
We corrected it.
You did. You corrected that.
So it's possible, is all I'm saying, is that I feel like this is the start of an international love story.
I love it.
And if somebody wants to write that book or already has written that book, please just send me a DM so I can read it.
Yeah.
Because I'm in.
I feel like Lainey, this feels right up your alley.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Lainey.
Yeah.
Plot idea.
I love this.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much it. Ticket to Scotland. Other locals have reportedly started dropping off gifts for the Scottish fans, including donuts, honey, beer, and even whiskey.
Oh. See, we're not all bad. So for our international listeners, we're not all bad.
We're not all bad.
Some of us are good, nice humans and love to share the love.
Yeah.
Around the world.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I feel bad for any other Airbnb customer that's going to stay in that house because now this is the expectation.
Better bring it.
The expectation is you better freaking have some amazing skills so that we can love on you.
Yeah, I agree.
I love this. I love that story. I
thought it was just delightful. There's something about the bagpipes that feels very like old world magic happiness too.
I love a bagpipe.
Yeah, I have no problem with it.
I want to.
Is that it? No.
I don't think either one of us can make a bagpipe.
Your visual was more appropriate. They're like smushing the bag, like they're smushing it and blowing in the things.
They probably don't ever get frozen shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
They're always working it.
You should tell your PT person, like they can start calling this the bagpipe.
Yeah, the bagpipe. All right, so this is a little story that came across my feed from Reddit, which we all love. By the way, no updates on that one Reddit story. I know. I looked. It's only been like 3 weeks, so hopefully we'll get some more updates from the little assholes. But
that was so well written.
So well written. So this one comes from, the username is Dancing Cow 67.
Dancing Cow?
Dancing Cow 67, who I find to have a wonderful name. By the way, I have to quick detour here. Do you have an iPad?
I do have an iPad. It is so old. That could be its whole segment. Continue.
So I like to, sometimes I'll play games on my iPad. And I have this one game, it's called Homescapes. It's like you do a bunch of matching anyway. Okay. But whenever you do these games, you usually set up a Game Center account. I don't know when I did this, but at some point in time in my past, I set my Game Center account with a specific name. And the name of it is Wailing Mare.
What?
Yes.
Like a mare of a town or like a horse?
No, like a mare, like a horse. Wailing Mare is my Game Center name. And I don't know, but every time I open it up and it says, "Welcome, Wailing Mare," and I just get a kick out of it every time. I think it's fucking hilarious.
Jason, we used to call Izzy, our boxer that passed away, Izzy Truckface was one of her nicknames. So Jason's like Izzy Truckface, like in any gaming situation that he
That's cute too.
is part of. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have nothing like that for a Wailing Mare. So it just happened upon me and I kept it.
It sounds like a name that was like auto-generated for you, the way the passwords are auto-generated. Yes. It was like
Wailing Mare. Welcome. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. All right, so here, I think I'm going to start this. No, I'll start at the very beginning. You know when you're in someone's apartment and the upstairs neighbors are making a lot of noise and someone cracks the joke, "What are they doing up there? Bowling?" Well, this time it wasn't a joke.
Real bowling.
This happened a while ago, but I tell the story all the time, so I figured I'd post it here to start conversation and get some laughs. I live in a brownstone. My family owns it, and we rent out the upstairs apartment. The family who lived upstairs was super sweet, but loud. Your nightmare. We heard them fighting a lot, running around, dropping things, etc. We would also hear their alarms going off, phones ringing, and the TV sometimes too. This is why I can't do apartments, by the way. We should, by the way, have to get in this conversation about future vacation homes.
Oh, yeah.
We never really said anything because my family was quite loud too. Someone was always playing an instrument, singing, or we had quite a few guests over. So we assumed the feeling was mutual and we were both just noisy families, which I love. I love that for them.
I love that for them. I love so many things for so many other people.
Yes. One day I was really sick, like the flu and stomach bug. It was awful, and was trying to sleep in the living room. I literally couldn't because the upstairs neighbors were being so loud. It sounded like they were genuinely bowling. I had someone else in my family text them and ask if it was possible for them to keep it down because it was so loud and I couldn't sleep. The noise was extreme. They never responded to the text, and the noise continued. Someone else in my family eventually went up there to tell them they needed to be quiet. When my family member went up there, she peeked in, and sure enough, it was a literal bowling alley set with pins and a ball.
Oh my gosh.
Apparently, they had given her some snarky reason as to why they didn't want to stop, but she finally told them I was sick with the flu, and they ended up agreeing grudgingly. Later on, their kids slid me a get well card under the door, but the fact that they were literally reluctant to stop the bowling at first sometimes baffles me. Am I the asshole for asking them to stop bowling?
Well, we know I clearly don't think that person is the asshole.
I mean, look, how do you get a bowling alley up there?
That's insane.
You
could destroy things. The ball goes through. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I can't imagine that. I say bowling alley, but I'm sure they just had pins set up and like a bowling ball, and they were just rolling it.
Why are we doing? People baffle me. Why are we needing to play with a bowling, like a heavy bowling set at home?
They have plastic versions of this.
Also, don't do that at home.
Or go to the garage or outside into like I would do like a outside in the street.
Shared living.
For a block party.
Shared living sounds are not for me. We have a hard enough time at hotels. Like every time we're in a hotel, if we can hear anything, I'm like, so annoyed.
I find this hilarious. One of the comments said, the kids sending a get well card after their parents got caught apartment bowling might be the most wholesome resolution to a noise complaint ever. And I do love that too. They're like, oh yeah, sorry, but like mom and dad are acting up again.
Our parents are losers.
Here we are being the adults. These ones aren't the tiny little assholes like the stories from previous.
That is ridiculous.
What's the most absurd noise you ever heard in an apartment living situation?
Oh my gosh, not apartment
I know you
living.
have to have a good
story.
story.
I have a hotel one, but I don't
Tell
know.
me.
Jason and I were at a hotel visiting family one time, and the room, so I have a strong opinion, which is that the headboard should never share a wall.
I completely agree with you.
And why do they?
So I have some thoughts about this. Because I do feel like the challenge then is that your plumbing is going to be on two separate walls. So usually like the bed's on one wall and the plumbing's on the other wall. And so to have efficient plumbing, you're going to put the bathrooms in two separate rooms together in a hotel. And therefore you're going to have this.
Just run it down the hallway and shoot it off the sides.
Look, I have no disagreement with you whatsoever. Yeah. I'm just saying that's the logic that my brain comes up with because I think about this a lot.
I was very frustrated by this. So anyway, it's like, I feel like sometimes I know that I am extra sensitive to noise. And at hotels, Jason is also very sensitive to noise. People are still going to be making some noise probably at certain times. But once it starts to get to be like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, I'm like, okay, come on.
Settle down.
And we were sharing a wall with a woman and small children. I think she was solo parenting somehow with literally like a multitude of little assholes in her room. And the kids were screaming, and we kept hearing her say like, don't do that, don't do that. And then I think one heard himself and then started wailing. And I'm not kidding. She must have asked the kid, are you okay? 100 times. Are you okay? 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 Are you?
Oh, coddling.
And this was like at like midnight.
No.
And Jason and I we called downstairs and I was like, something is either wrong in this room. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. They have to be quiet.
Take him to the hospital if he's not okay after the freaking 10th time.
Oh my God. She kept saying it over and over and over again. So then after that died down a little bit, someone did come up and knock. I don't know that they answered their door. And then it quieted down a little bit. And then at like 1 o'clock in the morning, it all starts again. We hear like bam, bam, bam on the wall. it was a nightmare to the point where we actually moved rooms at like 1:30 a.m. because I was like, we're not going to be able to sleep. This is obviously not stopping.
Yeah.
And it was insanity. Let's just say that we had some actions of retaliation that we disposed against them.
What did you do?
Of the noise-making variety.
What? Did you bang on their door?
We might have done something like that.
No, you have to spill. You have to spill.
Jason smashed on their door, and then we ran away to our other room after it because it had quieted down. I was like, oh, if he can't sleep, then you can't sleep. I felt like it was an appropriate eye for an eye type moment, but
petty revenge.
I don't know what was going on in there, but it was just so loud, and so it wasn't even like 20-somethings like partying, and it was just, I don't even know what chaos was ensuing.
It was
there.
Parents not parenting.
Other than that, it's just the normal, like the TV's too loud, or like I have had situations, and like some hotels have more, even like high level ones have like more hard floors. And one time I did feel like someone was dragging stuff, like we heard about that other story we read. Like I was like, what is going on up there? Are they like dragging furniture across the room,
Freaking
back and forth? Yeah. But
the last hotel we stayed in San Francisco had a white noise machine in the room. It was lovely.
I use my cell phone. I have like a white noise app and always put it on. And
I just use Spotify. Yeah, I think it's lovely. What do you think? Should we get into a story about buying gifts?
Yeah. Well, so this is going to come out after Father's Day, right?
Yes.
As we discussed at the very beginning of the episode. And I would like to point out that I think this was through our neighbor's neighboring Instagram. I received an advertisement for a Father's Day gift, which was like a set of caviar that you would give to someone as a Father's Day gift. And they were calling out how there are little marble spoons and how it's like the perfect gift for like the man in your life. And I'm thinking,
perfect gift for the man in my life is a caviar taster.
I was like, I could never imagine Jason, my brother, my father, my father-in-law, Brian. And I'm not saying we had a lovely caviar spread for Brian's birthday, but I couldn't imagine being like, I've wrapped this gift for you that is a gift for you that is a caviar tasting set for like literally any man that I know or a woman. Honestly, it just seems so strange.
I feel like the only person that really wants that, his first name is Winston the third. Yeah. Like he is a third or a fourth or like an eighth or William the eighth, and he wants the caviar taster.
Yeah.
But Brian's and Jason's,
no,
and Mike's, they don't want it.
They don't want it.
No,
they don't want it.
Even the Willards don't want it.
But it got me thinking about how difficult men in general are also to buy a gift for, because I'm like, obviously someone thinks this is a niche. They're like, there's nothing left to give a man as a gift. We're going the caviar route. We're going to package up caviar into a fancy ass little box with these things, because you know what they don't have? We know they don't have this. So at least we know it's something they don't already have. It's sure as hell isn't anything they'd buy for themselves.
This is very true.
Which is normally what I would say about things when I'm like, oh, I would get that for Jason, but he would buy it for himself.
Yeah.
He's very difficult to buy for. Or everything he would want would be like, I'm not going to like pick out a fancy watch for you.
Oh.
And like not know. I mean, I think I know what he likes, but
yeah, it's such an interesting thing, because I remember when you mentioned this to me, I was like, I have such an easy time picking out gifts.
What do you buy Brian for gifts?
Bought him headphones multiple times because he loses them. Brian also is a habitual loser of items.
Oh.
Like he'll leave things places. I mean, the amount of times he's left his wallet at home, he just really misplaces things pretty frequently.
A chronic misplacer of items.
And then he's also not one to pick out his own clothes unless it's work clothes. So he prefers it if I buy his clothes for him and shoes. So like,
that is so different.
I can, I like, it's such a, he's real, to me, he's super, super easy to buy for. And then it becomes kind of boring. So I try to be creative as much as possible when I buy him gifts too. Yeah. But like even my dad, my dad really likes golf. So it's a golf thing. And then like I bought this cool TV tray for my mom, and I know my dad would never buy that for himself, and he would never say he wants it, but I know he does. So I bought it for him for Father's Day.
These are two things that our fathers might have in common.
Yeah.
We used to have, do you remember TV trays? Like
Do
TV
I
trays were
remember
just like a normal thing when we
They're
were young.
out 24/7 at my parents' house.
And they like collapse like a folding chair.
Yes.
And you like click the top up,
Yes.
set it out. I don't think my parents had the old school ones, but we
They have the
absolutely
sliders.
we
now.
were like TV tray people
Yes,
growing
of
up.
course.
And golf. And I was going to say, there's only so many boxes of Pro V ones that I can buy for my father without it seeming like, should I just put it on subscription? Like, I mean,
I feel like I don't know if I want to say this gift because I want you to get it for your dad.
okay, so let's
I
hold
don't,
it then.
I don't want
We'll
you because
hold
I
it.
know he's going to listen.
Raj, he is going to listen.
And I got it for my dad one year, and it's the most amazing thing.
I feel like-
After you buy this for your dad, then we'll tell the listeners so that they can also buy it for their fathers.
Okay, we're gonna
'Cause
hold.
It's one of those things. It's worth it.
One year we bought my dad like a authentic Indiana Jones style hat, and I thought he would love
Ooh.
it, and I think he loved it in concept, but I don't think he ever wore it.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
Like, where is he gonna go?
Yeah.
Temple of Doom? I mean, like, where is he gonna go with the hat? I don't know.
We're sending you on a trip.
I know. Yeah, I'm trying, but lots of golf stuff. So many Dick's gift cards have been purchased for my
yeah.
father. So many Dick's gift cards.
But
I
that's
try to get creative. And Annie and Raj, I think I still don't think that they've used the massages. I found someone near them who gives massages. I got a recommendation from their friend. I bought them a massage package, and I still don't think they even ever went.
I think the thing is, like, how do we still need to be just buying so many gifts?
Yeah.
I think there becomes a point in time that, like, yeah, it's nice, but I'd rather just someone buy something on a random day and they were thinking of me, and at that moment something appeared to them and they thought, Amber would like this. It doesn't have to be for my birthday. It doesn't have to be for Christmas. It doesn't have to be for a special occasion. It's just that situation that happens. Like, I just got my mom a card. I ran into this card. It's like, this would be a great card for my mom. So I got it and I sent it to her.
That's lovely.
And I feel like at some point in time in our lives, maybe, post age 30 or 35, we need to reimagine the gift process.
Yeah. Jason and I actually don't really, because if I want something, we'll discuss it and get it and vice versa. We really don't. And most of the things that we want that feel gifty are kind of expensive. So we'll like kind of discuss those things together. So we really don't.
Yeah, most of our stuff is like, I want this
so
new
much.
casserole dish, this Le Creuset, and it's going to be $400 for it. So, like, are you going to buy that for me? No. Like, that's a gift for the house or something.
Yeah.
But we do. Well, Brian and I do a house gift for Christmas every year.
Oh.
So we're like, we each buy a gift for the house.
A gift for the house.
This year, we both bought the same thing.
No.
Yes, we did.
What'd you get?
We both got Epicurean cutting boards.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because we wanted to get rid of plastic. By the way, those cutting boards are amazing. And so, yeah, I pull this gift out for him to unwrap. He pulls the gift out for me to unwrap. And we're like, these are awfully similar in shape and size. We both bought two, a small one and a large one. They were all 4 different. So we have 4 different cutting boards. But I was like, guess we were on the same page.
I mean, that you know each other really well. Though.
Yeah, that's actually, I think that's actually kind of pitiful, but at the
Yeah,
same
but
time,
I'm really bad. Like, I'll be like, oh, Mom, next time I see you, I'll get you something. I'm not like great because I feel stumped all the time. I'm like, what should I be
But
getting?
I think you have to stop thinking about it as an event. And then when something you walk by one day has her name on it, you just buy it. And then you put it in a cabinet and then you can pull it out. Like,
Okay.
I've bought gifts way ahead of time too for occasions, and then I just store them away. Sometimes I forget that I did it, but it's a nice little thing.
Yeah. So
Ugh.
anyway, that's a struggle that I experienced.
Tell
but
us,
now, thank
tell
God,
us your tips, people.
I'll be able to purchase the caviar as a last minute resort
Well,
at any time. So I've got
This
that
is
going for
very
me.
important. This is a very important discovery.
Yeah. Well, speaking of people who are fancy, are we ready for our silver lining?
Yeah.
So
that's,
our silver lining this week goes out to previous podcast guest, neighbor of the actual street that we live on, Natalie.
Okay, can we just, before she even gets her silver lining, we just have to shout this out. She literally has the best house in the entire neighborhood.
She does.
I was there last night watching Bravo with her.
Lovely.
And Brian also joined.
Oh,
And she freaking made us nachos. I was like, we'll order some dinner. She's like, I have a hankering for chicken nachos, so I'm going to make them. I was like, oh, God. Anyway.
And she had the stuff for it.
Right. I was like, did you buy this rotisserie chicken? She goes, no, I made it.
Shut the fuck up.
Like, I know.
I am so jealous of like all these levels of adulting, but she hosted us. We've all been hosted recently for little things, comings and goings of activities. And she's got little bud vases. She's always got a snack ready.
Her drink bar setup is always wonderful, including non-alcoholic beverages on the ready at all times.
Jason and I walked last night to feed the fish for my brother-in-law. And we were walking and Natalie was outside and she's like, if you want to come over, we're going to watch TV later.
Yeah.
I was like, no, we have to go home after this. But we got there to feed the fish just in time for the rain. Like we only caught a little snippet of the rain and then we waited and then we were able to come back.
Good.
Pretty dry. Our timing was pretty good.
We were worried about you because we saw you walking up. We're like, and the rain started. We're like, oh my gosh, they're going to get destroyed.
We were only in the rain momentarily and my hair didn't even really get wet. So that was a big one.
Beanie on.
I did have a beanie on.
With 80-degree weather. It was great.
Yeah. I did. If I was wearing the sweatshirt at that point, I did take the sweatshirt off and tied it around my waist.
Well, silver lining to Nat for being amazing hostess. As always, much love to you and your massive skills.
Yeah.
The shizzles. By the way, I hear maybe that you guys started watching Vanderpump Rules.
We did. And Jason, I don't think Jason knows that you're a Bravo person. So he had texted me and Natalie and he said something about Stassi and we can leave it at that and talk more about.
Love Stassi.
So
she has her own show now.
We're entering into
Bravo universe.
We're trying.
There's so much joy I have about this.
So we're giving it the shot it deserves.
All right, guys. Well, I think that wraps us up for the week.
Until next time.
Bye, neighbors.
Bye, neighbors.